What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Show. It's great to be here and super cool to have you guys join us for an Elite Showcase segment. Anyway, for today's episode, we have about as heroic an entity as ever, this time in a more classic incarnation as far as we're concerned. Introducing Batman from Sideshow Collectibles' ongoing line of 6-scale DC superhero action figures. Well, the box is what we expected, following suit with the Joker, Catwoman, and Harley figures' shoebox designs. On the outer shell, we have illustrations, logos, and manufacturing info, while on the inside, we have additional illustrations over multiple layers of clamshell trays. Batman and his crime-fighting accessories are safely housed within, and we're more than eager to crack this bad boy out. Let's check him out. Out of the box and in hand, Batman looks fantastic. Short ears, blue and gray tights, bulky yellow utility belt, just about as classic as the Caped Crusader gets. Sideshow's comic-based superheroes are a very refreshing take on the myriad of film-based 6-scale superheroes in circulation. It's pretty cool to get a new superhero figure that doesn't have a Hollywood mug attached to it. Those are all good and fine, but these new Sideshow incarnations are a sweet alternative. Not to mention, this bad boy more than likely looks just as kick-ass as any living, breathing man wearing a bat suit. Every centimeter of this guy is covered in simple yet classy comic book nostalgia, all crafted with the utmost attention to detail and craftsmanship. Perfect for pose, play, and display. Since everything looks fine and dandy on the exterior, perhaps we should reverse engineer the Caped Crusader to inspect what lies within. Underneath it all, we have a completely new Super Diesel muscular base body. This thing was clearly designed with superhero intentions, featuring extra mass while maintaining a great deal of flexibility. The body itself features over 35 points of articulation and just about all the latest and greatest in dynamic posability, including a triple ball-jointed neck, a 3-segment multi-articulated torso, 4-way universal shoulders, swiveling thighs and biceps, double-jointed knees, ball-jointed ankles, and universal elbows, hips, and wrists. We even get a super cool vinyl chest and neck overlay. The only other thing Sideshow could have added to make us happier would have been double-jointed elbows. But the oversized anatomy would have inhibited most of the movement anyway, so no big difference. Either way, this guy's posability is certainly at the high-end level. The Caped Crusader's costuming begins with an all-gray elastic bodysuit adorning the classic bat insignia. This particular garment is sewn shut and is not intended to be removed. Hopefully this isn't going to be a regular thing. Down at the bottom, we have the multi-segment shoe and boot sleeves featuring great sculpt and paint applications, as well as that split ankle design for great flexibility that stays in place. Next up, we have the matching segmented glove and forearm sleeves featuring separately sculpted spike ornamentation and that split wrist design for added pose and display variables. Following that, we have the Bat outer underwear featuring an inner lining for ultimate Bat style and protection. Above that, we have Batman's utility belt featuring a 2-piece belt buckle and a slew of non-functioning fabric pouches. These really look great. Kudos to Sideshow for going multimedia on the belt. Next up, we have Batman's beautifully crafted cape. This particular cape is easily one of our absolute favorite 6-scale capes ever. It looks great from every angle, it drapes and hangs well, and it's fairly heavy. And finally, we have Bruce Wayne's masked portrait. Yes, the classic all-blue, short-eared newsstand incarnation from an earlier generation. Bruce Wayne's partially exposed face lends just enough to the imagination with that imposing brow, those mysterious sunken eye sockets, and of course that aggressive masculine jaw. Again, we get that modern Sideshow portrait featuring multi-components for added dimension and cleaner composition. Batman's subtle skin texture and rosy complexion complement the mystique of Batman's disguise in a contrasting sort of fashion. And to take it up a notch, Sideshow included an alternative long-eared mask with an even more imposing brow and a menacing teeth-gritting expression. Best of all is that the facial expressions are interchangeable between masks for 4 completely independent portrait options. Very cool. As far as Batman's accessories go, we get a great deal. Batman comes packed with a modern octagonal base featuring a Bat-Cavey deco, but even better, we get a 2-in-1 mounting post design for every option, from standard lower support poses to waist-hugging, high-flying dynamic action displays. Of course, Batman's old reliable throwing peripherals are present. This time around, we get 3 all-black shurikens and 1 silver on black batarang. The silver on black batarang has a more modern shape to it as opposed to the all-black shurikens. All are great, however, for population control on Gotham's lowlife and scum. Batman also arrives with the very retro-looking grapple hook gun. This thing is sweet. Not only does it pair up with a great collapsing grappling hook, but it has a switch-out rope barrel for several alternate display options. And finally, we get several alternate gloved hands in various poses, from clenched fists to accessory-specific positions to a bold kryptonite-fisted hand for some seriously brave dynamic posability options. Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, we're extremely pleased with Batman. He's big, bad, and classy all at the same time. He's loaded with accessories and posability options, and his price is very competitive in the grand 6-scale scheme of things. Yes, we would have liked double-jointed elbows, and wiring in the cape would have also been really cool, but we certainly can live without them. And this guy's already a beast, period. Simply put, if you're in the market for a non-live action based classic blue and gray Batman, this is it. At least we haven't come across a better alternative.
Call on air, what you think?
Yo, I think that Batman figure is dope. I take that Batman version any day over a punk ass Christian Bale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get out! And don't forget to get your votes in for the award ceremony, stupid!
Alright, Wendy, sign it off.
Alright, well, if you haven't guessed, this guy is the damn bomb. And until next time, peace and love.